ModelRailroadBenchwork.com here with layout 100. I am in fabulous Las Vegas with a 25-foot by 55-foot HO scale railroad. This is going to be a quick overview video. I will, however, be making a second video just of the details for this layout, all the materials and different things I'm using. So we'll go ahead and start here in the center. So we've got our NCE DCC system and our big column. We'll start here on the lower level. And this takes us all the way around and up. We've got a second layer over top. So we do have two turntables on this layout. This one is meant just to turn trains around, and then the other one will have a roundhouse. So this ramp is 1.8% going from the lower staging up into the main layout. There will be a bridge that crosses here. So we do have a radio receiver for the NCE system. Nice big staging yard. In between this single track here and this yard, there will be a backdrop eventually. And the backdrop will continue along as well. So I'm actually showing you two sides of the layout at once. So there's the second turntable. And then this is going to be the yard that goes into the mountain area. So this is going to be where you put your helper locomotives on. It's actually the same idea on both sides. And then that goes into this big center area, which has an out and about turnaround. So this one is a little bit stronger of a grade. It's more along the 2.2%. This makes it a little bit more of a challenge to run. There is some talk as to whether or not we're going to keep that or if we're going to flatten it out a little bit or change it. But right now he's happy with it, so I'm happy with it. So that goes above. Down here we've got our long-term staging. These tracks are, they range in length, but they're mostly 18 plus feet. So this design actually is pretty common for my dual deck layouts. So I've got my normal benchwork on the bottom. You'll see it's got all the holes and wiring and everything. Then I've got risers, and then the upper half is actually 3/4 inch plywood. And what that does is that limits the amount of supports that you need underneath, making it nice and easy and clean to organize and build things up. So I've got a reverse loop down here. So this is actually a Y that goes into the staging and turns around. With the normal staging yard there. So again, the staging yard down on that end, that's long term. And then the main layout is actually up here. So it is a big layout. This is actually the largest layout I have built so far. However, next year I might be building one that's actually twice as big. So it'll be an interesting year. But this is a beautiful layout. I'm glad the client actually asked me to paint the legs and the front of the benchwork. It's temporary, of course, but you know, we're in a pretty nice finished garage, and he's going to be looking at this for months to a year before he starts getting scenery and fascia on it. So we wanted to make sure it looked nice. So, and then the last little thing is, you know, instead of making this ramp nice and straight, I did give it a little bit of a wave. And that will allow him to put some scenery in there if he wants to. So it gives him a little extra scenery room. So that said, thank you for watching. Again, if you want details on what I use, the products I use, why I use them, and all of that on this layout, take a look for another video which will be coming out shortly after this one, and you'll get all those details there. Once it is uploaded, I will leave the link in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.